Hey, Shalom, Israel. This is the Isupk coming out of 1 West Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with no other Israelite groups, period. I am Officer Canuck to teach you guys about a little bit of scripture breakdown mixed with some brotherhood scriptures, and I want to show you who God loves according to the Bible. Now, contrary to popular belief, the Lord definitely does not, he is not coming to save the whole earth, because we know that it's chosen people. And I don't want to say we know, I would people, everybody, because everybody ain't righteous, and everybody wasn't promised the covenant and according to the Bible. I want to start this class off by saying big up to Commander General Hana. Can't give him enough thanks, man, for bringing myself out of the world. And a lot of these brothers, turn from their wrong path and onto the righteous path because of Commander General Yohana. Now, of course, it was some of their own, they looked upon themselves, they reflected upon themselves, they took it upon themselves to do some, life-changing decisions. And when I say life-changing decisions, I mean they stopped smoking them cigarettes. They stopped, all the negative things that they was doing in their life to do something positive. Now, I know I said this in the past. Nothing worth having or worth being a part of is going to be easy. You're going to have continuous obstacles. The Satan, the devil, these demons, they're going to be trying to just deter you and distract you from this righteous path. Devils and demons, they come in all kind of shapes and sizes. It could be your friend from the world, it could be your blood relatives, your mother, your friends, some people that's you shouldn't even be around or listen to. They have demons on them, and once you take advice from them, you're not taking advice from them, you're taking advice from them demons themselves. Because most of the time they if you, and I know this from personal experience, most of the time the people that's in the world, the single people, they want you to be single. Why? Because misery loves company. Misery loves company. If they can get you to be single, if they can get you to leave your relationship, they can get you to step out on your marriage, whether it be a man going to another man's wife and trying to sleep with her, or whether it be a woman stepping out on her husband, just late night clubbing, talking to every other dude, you know what I'm saying, trying to sleep with any other dude outside the relationship, giving anybody that attention that you're supposed to give your husband. And also it comes in the form of well, I'm gonna speak for the ladies, then I'm gonna speak for the men. It comes in form of like showing your behind, begging for attention in certain way, in so many other ways other than saying you want attention. Males, it comes from the peer pressure from your buddies that's still in the world. Oh, I bet you can't go get her. All the time that woman has a husband at home. All the time that woman is in some kind of other relationship, when you cannot taint that. And I know it's a famous thing out here. It's songs out here like to influence women and men to either cheat on their spouse or defile themselves. You know what I mean? The most famous one, recent one, is I guess it's the T Grizzly song. He say, "I know you got a man," or something like that. That type of talk right there it's a demon talk, and everything that's of the world gets you to popularizes things that go against this Bible, whether it be LMNOP community, women dressing and being harlots, women saying they don't need a man, men acting like women, you know what I mean? Men sleeping with other men's wives and girlfriends and things of that nature. And when I say girlfriends, I'm just speaking as a worldly thing, because in this Bible, is no such thing as a girlfriend or a boyfriend. And plus, side note on that, if you're a grown man, if you're a grown man and a grown woman, how can you be a boyfriend or a girlfriend? A girl is a young woman, a boy is a young man. You would want to be somebody's husband. You would want to be somebody's man. You would want to be somebody's, protection, or you want to be somebody's submission piece, where you come from in the world doing your thing, come right home to your peace. And when I say peace, it's a couple of things. It could be like, see how my hand feels, the other piece, it fits perfectly in there. Or your peace as in silence, you know what I'm saying? Relaxation. You know what I'm saying? And everything that's being pushed today in the world on the radio, whether it be on the radio, cartoons, movies, Netflix, TV, YouTube, anything outside of the UPK is teaching you to go against this Bible. It's many things that we can choose from to just make an example of, you know what I mean? Whether it be, from things like getting tattoos, getting the linings, getting, what else? It's many things, and they popularize that, because there's so many tattoo shops around. It's so many barber shops around. Now, I ain't say you can't cut your hair low. I'm saying that you can't get that lined up with that razor. You can't get that straightened up. You definitely can't get no tattoos. That's markings in the flesh, which I'm gonna pull that too later on. I'm just giving y'all a brief introduction, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna be talked about today. And also showing I'm letting y'all know that everything y'all see out there today is going against this Bible. And the famous thing to say about this Bible is, oh, that was a 1,000 years ago. Oh, that's old. We don't do that today, but we know nothing according to this Bible. We in the UPK, we live by this Bible. Everything that come out this Bible, that's what we teach, that's what we preach, and that's what we live by. The statutes and commandments of the Most High, and nothing less than that, because we know that's how we get the kingdom of heaven, and that's how we separate ourselves from the people in the world. Which, the people in the world, they doing any old thing. They smoking cigarettes in front of kids. They what else? Doing drugs in front of kids. It's a lot of twerking in front of kids. What else? Just all type of negative stuff where they get in the kid's psyche. Then once they get grown, they start to do the things that they've seen you do as a parent. And you be like, I wonder who taught you that. You taught them that. I've seen them, but you might not have seen nothing. But trust me, kids are watching you. Kids watch, they like a sponge. They soak everything up, and once they see you do something negative, they soak it up just like the positive. So if you're doing a lot of negative things, that's what they're going to be soaking up, the negative. And we know the scriptures say, train up a child in the way that you think they should go, so you have to just refrain from doing all the negative activities and then start doing the positive activities. But that's a whole nother, that was just the introduction, you know what I'm saying? Officer Canutty up in here, man. You know what I mean? Back and forth with people in general, and people on Facebook, not in the UPK, because we know these things that I go back and forth about. They say, well, God loves everybody, you know what I'm saying? Or, they be like, God wouldn't do that. God he's an all loving guy. He loves everybody. He just rainbows and Skittles. And I'm like, what Bible are you reading from? So this is what I want to start off with. The book of Amos, man. The book of Amos, chapter 1, Slakia, chapter 3. We're gonna go there because this is gonna set the tone for and then I'm gonna pull another scripture that says this exact same thing. Because the Bible was written by niggas, you know what I'm saying? And it reiterates a lot of scriptures. And we know that you have to sometimes, or more than often, you definitely have to tell niggas more than one time to do something, or you know what I'm saying? Not just niggas, the Hispanics, the Native Americans, you have to tell them more than one time to do something. You have to stand firm on it. That's what this Bible is. It tells us more than. So we're going to start in the book of Amos, chapter 3, if I could. Bear with me, class. So I'm here, you know what I'm saying? I should have poured more in there. So this is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, "Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel." That right there. When it says, "Hear this word that I have spoken against you," meaning I'm telling you, O children of Israel, you, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, because we know you, that's not your biblical name. We know you as different tribes, Judah, Issachar, what's the other one? Judah, Issachar, Reuben, Gad, these are the tribes, because we know we ain't, our biblical name is not black, our biblical name is not Hispanic, our biblical name is not Native. We are the tribe of Israel. And we know in the book of Genesis is Jacob name was, or we will be named Jacobites if his name wasn't changed to Israel in Genesis. But it says, "Hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel." O children of Israel. Now, he ain't speaking to the whole world. He's speaking to the children of Israel, which we are, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That I've spoken against you. Now, that's very direct, against you, not against the whole world. In his hand, no, not that. He's speaking against the children of Israel. And it says, "Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt." Now we know that Moses brought us out of the land of Egypt, the 12 tribes of Israel. And that's another thing. The movies like to depict Moses as an Egyptian or even a white man, in which we know Moses is born. Let me see. Hold on, Salaki. Moses was born an Israelite. You know what I mean? He knew he was different from the Egyptians. He knew he was different. He just was raised around them. The Lord spoke to him to lead his people out of Egypt, out of the land of Egypt, in which we know the word Egypt means bondage. We was in bondage in Egypt. Hold on one second, too, really fast. Salakia. Right. So I knew it. I just had to double check. I didn't want to spit no lies on in here, but we know that Moses was from the tribe of Levi. You know what I'm saying? An Israelite, according to the Bible. You know, he wasn't no Egyptian. The Lord put a difference between us and the Egyptians. But let me carry on. It says, I'm gonna start from the top. The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, hear this word that the Lord hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, not everybody, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt. We crossed that sea, parted that sea, and we crossed it. A lot of people don't believe that story. That's crazy because nothing but true facts are believing this, then you know that it happened because the Bible doesn't tell lies. So it says, brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, you only, you only. Now, when it says you only, it is definitely not talking about the whole world. It's definitely not talking about any tribes outside of Israel. It's definitely not talking to the heathen. That's something that the Christian church won't teach you. The Christian church is all inclusive. You know what I mean? What's it called? Muslims, they all inclusive, except obviously a white man. A white man will never be a Muslim, obviously, but they still include other heathen nations like Africans, East Indians. You know, I'm not sure. I have never seen a Chinese Muslim though, low key. Have y'all seen a Chinese Muslim? If y'all have, put it in the chat or something, man. Let me know something, because I ain't never seen no tribe, no Chinese Muslim. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, man. Go over to YouTube. You know, that's where we can see the comments at in YouTube. Go to YouTube, you know, like the video, share the video, subscribe, write your comments, and I'm gonna be asking questions. You know, I'm gonna ask the questions today. Y'all don't have to, you know, y'all don't have to ask the questions. I'm gonna be asking y'all the questions. But this is one of my questions to y'all. Have you ever seen a Chinese Muslim? That's crazy. Chinese Muslim is crazy. But it's Salakia. It says, you only have I known of all. Wait, so let me start that back because that's very, very heavy. That's something that you can come pull if somebody asks you, hey man, and you claim to be following the Most High or the ISU. This is one of the scriptures of me including everybody, and the Lord is not here for everybody. This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 2. We already read verse 1, but this is verse 2. It says, you only, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Now, let's break that down. Shalom, Rip. But let's break that down. Now, I say, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Like I was saying earlier, he only coming back for the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah, Benjamin, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, Naphtali. This is your call. This is talking to you specifically. This is not talking to the so-called white man, the so-called African, Ethiopian, the the Chinese, Japanese, none of these people, the East Indians, when I say East Indians, the red dot ones that own the gas station, they keep you in poverty with these high gas prices, these high snack prices, they go buy it in bulk and charge you $3-4 extra. Like, that's because they know, man. We as Israelites, we do get to the bread, to the cheese, cheddar. But that don't give them the right to go charge triple and quadruple the amount that they paid for it. I get it, that's business, but that goes to show you they can own these businesses in our man, you're supposed to be here over here, brother. Come on, man. Come on down, man. Be my wingman. But anyways, that goes to show you, man, that we still in our who do own the stone, all the other races that they let me see, how can I put this? They smile in our face. That's funny because it's true. But they smile in our face, but behind closed doors, they hate our guts. Why do they hate our guts? That's because we was chosen. But that got too far off. But what I was talking about in this verse 2 is Salakia for getting sidetracked, because I was gonna go a whole nother route in this verse, but when it says, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth," I broke it down. He's talking about the tribes of Israel, all the ones that I went down: Zebulun, Judah, Benjamin, Simeon, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, Naphtali, Levi. Those the families that the Lord knows, not nobody else. It says, "You only have I known of all the families of the earth." What's the families? The other people, the Ethiopian, the Egyptian, the African, the so-called white man, the so-called Japanese, the Chinese. You know what I'm saying? He don't know those people. He know us. He said, "Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities." Now we still in our captivity, but the end is nigh for this place called America. I'm not saying go out and start bombing stores and blowing up stuff and snatching, running clothes like they do. I'm not saying doing that. I'm saying hold your post. Don't let thy foot be moved. Stay right here, because if you do, then salvation is at the end for you. But if you run along and go back to the world, then you're just gonna be another casualty out there, and it says, "I will." They can go out and they can eat that pork. They can go out and they can celebrate these birthdays, holidays, eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. They can go do homosexuality, lesbianism, because that's really their culture. All the other nations, not Israel. That's not Israelite culture. You know what Israelite culture is, though? Showing that brotherhood, showing that sisterhood, loving your brother like you do yourself. You know what I mean? Not fighting amongst each other, not putting each other down, not trying to mess with this brother's wife or this brother's wife. And women, not going to whore yourselves out there, or become Jezebels, because the scriptures even say no whore is gonna be in the kingdom. No harlots, no Jezebels, they ain't gonna be in that kingdom. So if y'all know some harlots, Jezebels out there, and you love them, you got to tell them refrain from their ways. And once it comes from a UPK officer or sister, then therefore it's out there. So once she know that she's not supposed to be doing what she's doing, then that's when that grace clock ticks for her, because it's only so much time that you can tell her, stop doing this, stop doing that, stop doing this, stop doing that. It's just like the scriptures. The scriptures keep telling us to stop doing stuff. Don't do this, don't do that. Do this, do that, do this, do that. And only said a lot of times, but then after a while, it's just going to stop saying it. Because why? They warned you. It warned you. You know why? It's only so many times you could tell somebody to stop smoking. It's only so many times you could tell somebody, hey, man, that's not how you do that, man, wife. That's not how you do that. Treat him like your brother, or treat the sister like your sister. You know what I'm saying? There's only so many times that somebody can tell you that. Once they stop telling you that, then, hey, Lord be with you. Because if you didn't listen to a priest of the Lord telling you to stop doing something wicked, but once we, get tired of telling you, then it's like, this brother don't care, or like this sister don't care. You know what I mean? Then that's when the Lord steps in. And that's when, you know what I'm saying, he takes it from there. We only the messengers. We come here to save as many people as we can, because we do want the majority of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to stop what they're doing if it's negative. I seen and it was saddening to see on the South Side in Milwaukee. I think it was on National or somewhere over there, right? Because they got Issacharites that push them buggies. They push them buggies with the ice cream in it, with the corn in it, right? So, and this what made me think our people is so lost, right? So he pushing his yeah, I think it was Mitchell Park. Might have been Mitchell Park, yeah. Good look at IR. But it might have been Mitchell Park. I seen it on Instagram. It might have been Mitchell Park, right? So he pushing this ice cream thing, this corn, because it's car rights be having a bomb corn. I don't eat corn, you know what I'm saying? But they be, making a killing off the corn. You know what I'm saying? I ain't jealous of nothing, but I'm saying that's what they do. They get the stuff, they sprinkle it on the corn, they what's that, Parmesan cheese or something? But I don't know what they do, but Judah definitely likes the corn. But so he pushing a buggy. All of a sudden, a lot of I guess there was some kind of fight out there, right? And a lot of Judites surrounded him or something like that, and they was trying to take his buggy away, pushing him and all that. I'm like, man, if we was out there as UPK, none of that would have happened. That brother, that Issachar would have been sold out probably. He would have had to go re-up on the corn, on the ice cream. You know what I'm saying? Because we protect our own. We make sure stuff goes smooth and calm. We don't cause mayhem, because that's brotherhood. That's sisterhood. You know what I mean? We not jealous of, we want you to come up. You know what I'm saying? We join the school, that's something that we love to see. But something that we hate to see is our brothers doing our brothers bad that's in the world. That's uncalled for. Just because you want to get a few likes on Instagram or make it seem like you just about that life, bro. That's I don't know if I cuss on there, but man, that's some BA stuff. BA. I don't know. Some the Lockheed. Hey, AR, I can't see that, but the comment's getting a little low, but I can't see that last comment. But yeah, so that's some coward stuff, man. Just because you wasn't innovative and creative to make your own hustle legally. Like, this man probably got a family to feed. It was 2 Issacharites and a group of Judites, like messing with this man business, flipping it over, pushing him down, all kind of stuff. I'm like, man, our people just got to do better, man. It was sad to see, and I was so disappointed in our people. But us in the UPK, if we was out there, man, them Issacharites would have had the utmost respect, the brotherhood, the protection, because we don't allow that type of stuff to happen to our people. We don't we ain't gonna just come in, cause no havoc. We're gonna stop the havoc from happening. We're gonna protect our own, like I said before. Like that's just messed up what happened out there to that brother or to them brothers, due to some ignorant bull, like just totally ignorant. When I was in the world, I didn't know I was doing that. Well, I ain't gonna say I used to do some of that same type of stuff, but like they in the world, they don't know that they doing some bull to their own brother. They just trying to get a few likes on the internet. The internet don't love you, bruh. They get some kind of notion that the internet love you, because once the internet see you with some kind of negative light, they clowning you. You going straight to the bottom. What they call it today, cyber bullying. You going straight. On the flip side of that, you could be known for something positive, man. Why wouldn't you want to be known for something positive towards your brother? Helping that man sell. He probably got, because Isupk, right, they be having 6-7 kids in their crib, bro. You just messed that man whole business up. And that's low key though. That's how Judites gotta get. They gotta get like Issakharites. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but that's how they gotta do. They gotta get, multiply, be fruitful and multiply, like Issacharites do. Issacharites be having, man, like 5-6 kids in the crib, bruh, with high-paying jobs. You know what I'm saying? Innovative, good with their hands, and can cook, and can build, and can plant. Like they be having a lot of trades, and on top of all them trades, still will work for the low. Being humble. That's the spirit that Judites need on them today. We need to just be humble, man, because stunting on the next brother or being jealous of the next brother, that's just not what it is, man. When you can go up to it, it's so easy, and a lot of Judites got a lot of pride. It's so easy to go up to another brother like, hey, man, what can I do to make the money like you? Or what can I do to be righteous like you? What can I do? Instead of you don't know how to do that, so you do something negative. Like that's weird. That's just weird, brother. Man, treat your brother like you treat yourself, man. Like you would want to be treated, That was a lot, and I went everywhere with it, but that story, it touched a nerve in me when I seen it, because that's not nothing that we should be proud of doing. Like that was our brother out there. That was our brothers. It was 2 of them, and it was like at least 10 Judites. Y'all look it up. IR says that it was at Mitchell Park or something. Yeah, man. But let's continue on with the class, man. That's just something that I had to share, man. And speaking of the brotherhood, man, I want to go bring out a brotherhood scripture if I could. Let's go to let's go to John. No, let's go to Matthew 5:22. Matthew verse 5, chapter 22. Because I feel bad for that brother, man. If we was out there, none of that would have happened. They would have do all that to all of us. Judites just want to be funny sometimes and do some negative stuff, and that's crazy. Bro, stop trying to be the center of attention with negativity, man. Be the center of attention with positivity, man. Because the end is coming, and the Lord gonna be asking you, hey man, what you do for your people? You know what I'm saying? What kind of brotherhood did you show? And he gonna touch your mind, look at your memories, and see you ain't do nothing. Strike down. You're dead. You're DE-ed. All because you want to do something negative, man. But I want to bring this scripture out, man. Matthew chapter 5, verse 22, man. Chapter 5, verse 22. No, low key, this ain't the one that I wanted to tie to this. I think it was John, because this one is about being angry towards your brother. Let me see. Try Matthew chapter 25. 25 and 40. And 40. 25 and 40, brother. Yeah, this is a perfect one. Is it really perfect? Okay, so Matthew chapter 25 and verse 40. I'm gonna wait till y'all get there if y'all, following. Shout out to the people in the chat, man. The water for showing up, short notice. You heard? Even though it wasn't short notice, niggas. But anyways, Matthew chapter 25 and verse 40. Like, share, and subscribe to class, man. You know what I'm saying? Make us popular out here. We should be broadcasting these words, So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 25 and verse 40. And the king thought, Salakia, hold on. Okay, so this whole little piece, I'm gonna start from verse 37 going down to 40. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 25 and verse 37. Wait. Yeah, 37. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered and fed thee, or thirsty and gave thee drink? Meaning, this is a perfect thing of brotherhood. We seen a brother that needed some food. You know what I mean? This is the breakdown. We seen a brother that needed some food, so we gave him food just because he part of this brotherhood. That's showing brotherhood. You see somebody hungry, give them some food. You see somebody thirsty, give them some food. Offer it the food. Because sometimes that's what I was saying earlier. Judites, I don't know if it's in Issacharites or but Judites, they'll see you with a big plate of food over there sometimes, and that thing of pride be in them. You just catch them, keep looking at the food, looking at the food, looking at the food. So sometimes you'll walk past and hear their stomach going. But if you notice that's where you come in at. Hey man, you welcome to go ahead and help yourself to a plate of food, help yourself to a bottle of water or soda or juice or what you need, some strong drink, help yourself, or I get it for you. That's showing even more brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, again, that pride, that hard-headedness, that stubbornness be on us. We'll see a whole bunch of food over there and just won't get it until somebody offer it to us. I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, but sometimes, it's like that old saying, closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I mean? Because if you ain't asking for it, we're going to assume you good on this stuff. But somebody in here in the UPK, somebody definitely going to offer you that. You're not going to go hungry around here. Man, I used to be skinny, man. So I used to be a skinny dude, bro. I didn't even go to. I didn't even, and I stayed in the gym. I don't know how this caught up to me. I used to be a skinny dude, bro. They fed the brother, my rib, thanks to my rib, thanks to the sisters in the UPK. They kept a brother fed. Now, I'm able to be solid. You know what I'm saying? Even though I like how I was before. Why y'all do that to me? But thank y'all for doing that to me. The water. But we gonna see it, brother. Keep looking at that food, keep looking at that plate, then look away. Look at that food, look away. Somebody gonna come to you, hey man, you hungry? You straight? Man, help yourself, man. We got plenty to go around over here. We show brotherhood up in here. And that's exactly what this is saying. When saw we thee a hungered and fed thee? We seen he was hungry, we fed thee. Or thirsty and gave thee drink. Oh, you thirsty? You want what you want? We got everything. Water, soda, little water, soda, juice, strong drink, wine. What's it? You choose, man. We got plenty of go. We got plenty brotherhood around here to go around. You know what I'm saying? Verse 38. When we Salakia, when saw we thee a stranger and took thee in? Sometimes, and that's another case, sometimes brothers, sisters, they be, out of a crib or, out of a place to go. We'll offer them that extra room we got. Offer them that extra space, you know what I'm saying? But you got to contribute. If you don't contribute, hey, man, stop texting me. Offer them that extra room, man. That's just showing brotherhood, showing that we care for you like we would want somebody to care for us. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard out here. So sometimes it get hard, and you need that brotherhood to lean on. You need that sisterhood to lean on, It says, when saw we thee a stranger and took him in and took thee in. I ain't saying just let anybody letting anybody right in your house. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your evaluations. You got to, do your background checks. Do your, vet somebody before you just move them in, because you never know. Some of these people that's homeless and, they have demons on them. You never know which way it can go. That's why vetting is so important. So vetting is so important. Getting to know somebody, is so important, because you never know what can happen. But or naked and clothe thee. Now we did that multiple times. We do that everywhere around the United States and outside the United States. We do this all the time. We see people naked, not literally naked, but it may be cold somewhere. They got short sleeves, no jackets. We go and clothe them. We go and do these certain things because these are our brothers and sisters out here, and we care for them just like we want them to care for us. If they so happen to see us somewhere and we need some clothes, clothe us. That ain't doing nothing but showing the utmost of brotherhood or sisterhood. You showing that, if the government don't care, I do. You showing that if nobody else care, I do. That's very important, because sometimes that's all somebody need is just a quick morale boost. You know what I'm saying? Just something quick to show somebody that, hey man, we care about you over here, man. We ain't like these other people. We ain't like these other Israelite groups out here. We are different, unique, the truth all the way, Verse 39. Or when saw we thee sick or in prison and came unto thee. Seen somebody sick, what's the first thing we do? We come up with all the remedies and the what you call, the remedies and stuff that have been passed down, that have been proven to work. You know what I'm saying? Or you coming down with a little cold or something, you know what I'm saying? Drink that tea. You know, I got some remedies that I made up that I proved to work for myself, but I ain't gonna spill the beans like that to y'all. I gotta earn those stripes, you heard? But I will tell somebody that needs some help in that direction if I got the answers or like a remedy to try. Go ahead and try this. Go ahead and try that. That's brotherhood. We're trying to get you back to 100% health. We're trying to get you back to your normal self. You know what I'm saying? And the only benefit we get from it is showing that brotherhood, hoping that that person will return the favor, because that's all you can do is we show that brotherhood to you, you show that brotherhood / sisterhood back to us. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fair exchange. That's an even exchange. In the prison system now, this is a tricky one right here, because we can't just come get you out. You in prison, we can't just come get you out. You have to do that time real quick. But if you need a ride on your release date, we got you. You need, might send a couple kites in there, might send some money in there, might send some money for snacks, books, whatever. We got you. You know what I'm saying? But we can't just come get you out of prison. That's prison. Now, if it said jail or something, you could be bailed out of jail. You could be bailed out of, not prison, though. You can't be bailed out of prison. Once you in prison, you have to do that sentence. I didn't mean to rhyme. So like it. But yeah, we still show that brotherhood once you in prison, especially if you was in the UPK and you went in under the UPK banner and you still in the UPK. It's classes in prison, it's still programs. It's like a prison program that, we reach out to them brothers, we make sure that they still, doing their thing, bro. That we making sure that them walls don't stop these teachings. Maybe the Lord wanted you to go in there for a reason, to teach those brothers inside of there. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what it says. We can't come get you from prison, but we can, make an alternative to make it more, comfortable to do your sentence, I guess what I'm saying. And that's even showing brotherhood, because we ain't gonna forget about you. Your original family might forget about you, but this in the UPK, we don't forget about you. Especially if you still in the UPK and you still like living under that banner of UPK, you still pushing the truth. We ain't gonna forget about you back in the malls. Verse 40, this is the one right here. And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily, I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Meaning, okay, so in the UPK, it's just a ranking system. We have a rank order, do everything decently in order. Now, the lowest is, I'm not sure if they count the young man, but we just gonna start with the young man. That's the lowest. That's not no rank. So we're gonna start with the trooper. Yeah, we're gonna start with the trooper. The trooper, the lowest rank. If you've done something negative, or if you've done something, it can't get no other than negative. If you've done something shady to trooper, then you did that to an officer of 1,000. You did that same thing to an officer of 1,000. It says, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, one of the least, that's the lowest rank. I'm not sure if trooper is a rank, but that's the lowest, trooper. It got to be a rank because it's trooper, but that's the lowest. It says, you did it to the least of these my brethren, then ye have done it to me, meaning you did it to the Lord. You shaded the Lord. You did something negative to the Lord if you did something to that trooper. You you know what I'm saying, lied to that trooper, you did that to the Lord. You know, anything negative that you did to that trooper is just like you doing it to the Lord, according to the scripture. That's what this scripture is saying. Above that, it was saying, hey, show brotherhood this way, do this, do that. But once it came to verse 40, if you have did something to the less of me negatively, then you did it to me. It's like you did it to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, you know, I don't want to keep representing people in the world, but that's just like being in the world. You know how somebody okay, say you know, somebody beat up your brother or something. I don't know. Somebody beat up your brother. Then that's just like you getting beat up, because they're gonna think you just as soft, or, you know, just as sweet, or just as, you know, easy to get down on as your brother. So, you know, we can't let rank, you know, rank when it comes to things like that. It's like, if you do it to a trooper, you you'll do it. And that's not what it says right here. Right, all right. See some of these comments real quick. Tomorrow at Unity Park. Wait, no, tomorrow they're having a Unity meeting at that park tomorrow. Oh, at Mitchell Park. Let me see if we can. I don't know if you can put that banner in the group chat, but I think that'll be something that we can show up to for real at Unity Park joint. That'll be some dope to go be a part of. We gonna talk to the captain on that. But what else we got? Let's move on. Let's move along. You know, move on up like the Jeffersons around this joint. Move on to the next scripture. Yeah, we're gonna do one more brotherhood scripture, because brotherhood, this truth can't move along without brotherhood. This truth can't move along without no. With me, if I'm jealous towards my brother or my sister, then that's a demon that's on me, and I have to shake that personally. You know what I'm saying? If I have some type of strife in my head and I haven't went to that man or went to that sister, that's something that I have to deal with. You know, when something happens at that point, you have to say something at that point. If you don't, having that grudge, it's just gonna put a wedge between these relationships up in UPK, and that's something that we can't have. So when something be done to you, that's when you pull a brother or sister to the side and say, "Man, you didn't have to do this," or "I felt this kind of way about this." You know what I'm saying? We'll hash it out, move on. Hash it out. You know, either he or she hear you and say, "Man, Salakia, my bad," or they really didn't care. You know what I mean? And that's something that's even something caring. That's even something that got to do with brotherhood. You know, you have to care about the next brother or sister like you care for yourself. You know, you can't be. You know, I don't want to. I don't know. Let's just go harsh. You can't be harsh towards your brother or sister. Can't be harsh to your brother or sister, man. That's crazy. Shalakia. Oh, so I wanted to mention this today too. It's a popular conception on the internet, or not just on, well, mostly the internet and on the streets when we be preaching, and when we say, the devil the white man is the devil that the Bible speak of. Now, we didn't come up with this. We didn't come up with this on our own. It's in the Bible. We don't hate the so-called white man because of his skin color, because of what the money he has, because the position he's in. No, you know, it's a whole other it's a whole other, I want to say, dynamic. It's a whole nother reason. It's a whole, let's just get to scripture, man. Because this is why, wait, I'm gonna get to scripture. Hold on, Salaki, 1 second, y'all. Challenging people on this all the time, and whether it be Cross the Line Radio, street teachings. You know, I watch a lot of the old stuff, but you know, see, I don't know if I should mention these people's names. Shaka Atmos, when Cap Tazariak was destroying him, Polite. I don't know if I should have mentioned dude, but Cap destroyed him too. You know what I'm saying? Going crazy. But we're gonna start this off by going to Romans chapter 9 and verse 13, because the Lord definitely hates. Now, it's another thing in the Christian church where they be like, hey man, Jesus is all love, he is all accepting, he is rainbows and bubblegums and crazy rainbows, bubblegums, and ice fish or whatever they used to say. But that's a lie. It's all lies that they teach in the Christian church. Y'all better get out now while you can. That's what that movie Get Out was for. I don't know if it was, but no, Get Out was really for the movie Get Out was really for y'all to get out them interracial heathen relationships. Real talk. Y'all better get out. Get out while you can. Get out. And it went right over y'all head. Get out. The book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 13. Yeah, that's what the movie Get Out was for, man. Y'all better get out these interracial relationships. When I say interracial, I mean Israelites with any other race outside of the 12 tribes. Period. That's it. Now, Romans 9 and verse 13. I mean, the popular thing about us, about the UPK, about anybody claiming to be an Israelite, anybody claiming to be an Israelite, that we hate the white man because of his skin color, the money, the position he in, the things he owns. What else? The neighborhood he lives in, the cars he drives, the women. Like, that's not the reason. The Lord hates the white man, which is his name is Esau biblically. Now, just because you call yourself Italian, just because you call yourself Russian, Ukrainian, what else? Elon Musk, he a West African, but he's Esau. He's a white man. Just because you came from somewhere, just like the popular misinformation about us being African, just because we were captured on the West west coast of Africa because we fled from Israel into the west coast of Africa, you know. So they think we all African. When one, me, my pops, his pops, and his pops don't have no African accents. They don't got no dashikis. They don't got no dashikis. They ain't putting plates in their lip, big earlobes. You know how them people be having. And this is way before that goth stuff. Them Africans be having them big earlobes, big things in their ears. It's ridiculous, but that's how. First of all, that's how I knew I was no African. We don't keep no African traditions. Moms, pops ain't cooking no African dishes. What else? The most thing of Africa I seen was my sister going to Malcolm X school, and they had, and he ain't even African, but up in Malcolm X school, it's like this orange pattern that look little African, is orange, green, and some other color, but it's like an African pattern. That's the most African thing I seen was my sister going to Malcolm X school, and they had that pattern in there. Other than that, my bloodline is not African. Just because we came from, Africa, we're not African. But what I was getting at was, even though you call yourself Russian, Australian, down under, what else? Italian, Dracula, look at that. Pale. Pale, they call themselves pale, red skin, orange skin. What else? It's just a lot of different names that they call themselves, but in actuality, all of them grouped together, they are Esau. Now the Lord said he hate Esau. Like I was saying earlier, it's not because of skin color. It's not because of the car he drives. It's not because of the neighborhood they live in. It's not because of the financing, the things that they own. We're going to get to that, though. But let me read this scripture. This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is written, meaning as it is written here, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. But Esau have I hated. Now, why did he hate Esau? We finna get that right after the scripture, but I want to break this down, try to break this down as best as I could. Now, it says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Now, let's put a pin in this and go look something up in Genesis. If I could, Salaki. Nope, that's Ammon and getting father drunk. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Now we are holding Romans chapter 9 and verse 13, but we went back. We went back to Genesis. I want y'all to get this. Genesis chapter 25 and verse 24. We're gonna start at 24. Now, while y'all get that, I was gonna see myself and grab some of that if I could. Yeah, 1 second. I'm gonna just do that. 1 second, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Slovakia. Yeah, this is the book of. So we are holding Romans 9 and 13, but we went back to Genesis chapter 25 and verse 24. After I take a sip of the Strongy Strong, we're gonna get to reading. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 24. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. This is where we about to break down who Jacob and Esau is, because we read Romans chapter 9 and verse 13, but we finna get who Jacob and Esau is. But first, okay, this is Rebecca. Rebecca has twins in her womb. Oh, Salakia. Dang. We're going to start from verse 21. Salakia. The book of Genesis, chapter 25 and verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. Now, we all know barren means pregnant. And the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived. She conceived children. And the children struggled together within her, meaning she was pregnant with the children. They was fighting in her stomach. You know what I'm saying? War, even before they was born, war against each other. You know, if any mothers out there that got a house full of boys or one or two boys, y'all know that they would be fighting up in there, like wrecking havoc, breaking glasses, breaking furniture, breaking stuff. That's how it is when you have two boys, or when you have a boy like me, because I know I was doing that. So but and the children struggled together within her, and she said, "If it be so, why am I thus?" I mean, she was asking, why is this happening? Because, you know, she was barren and she could see, why is they going crazy in my stomach like this? She was asking the Lord, why? You know what I'm saying? Because this, I don't know if it like, I'm a man, obviously, but I don't know how that would feel with two kids, two children, infants, fighting within. Like, remember, cocked his elbow back and his elbow was all the way out her stomach, like, oh, shit, like that's crazy. But she said, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. Verse 23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb. Now, earlier in the class, you know, I read off the whole 12 tribes of Israel. I read the 12 tribes, the 12 different nations, right? These are two nations, meaning, or we're going to read a little further. Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. Two nations, two separate people. These people are not the same. That's why they struggling in their womb. They fighting each other because they is not the same. They, you know, struggling within the womb. And two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Stop right there. Now, no, I'm going to keep going and I'm going to circle back to that breakdown. You know what I'm saying? And the elder shall serve the younger. Verse 24. No, I'm going to get it down. I'm going to break it down now. So, today in society today, we know that Judah, we know for being strongest. We got the world's most strongest men, jumping the highest, running the fastest. What else? Our brains is much bigger, so we can hold a lot of more more information. We the smartest people. We the most innovative. We basically anything Esau does, we do better, except one thing. But we're gonna get to that. So it says, so what I was saying when I was saying to say all of that is we are the stronger person. Other than it said the one people shall be stronger than the other. We are that stronger people. Okay. Even to this day, you can see it. We jump the highest, run the fastest. Like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? We the most inventive, the most creative, innovative. Anything you can name except one thing. And verse 24, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. She had twins in her womb, fighting each other, struggling to get out, fighting amongst each other. That's crazy that two baby infants, not even outside of the womb, they was fighting and she was hurting, like type of deal, right? Verse 25. And the first came out all red. And the first came out all Salaki. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment. Now, IR, bro, I'm finna run and grab your garment real quick if I could, because that's a perfect example. No, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna do it, but that's a perfect example of being hairy all over and being red. Well, it's just not the red color, but it's hairy all over. Now, this is how. Wait, hold on. I was just about to jump the gun. Hold on. Verse 25, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay, so we know who Esau is. It's a man that's red all over and hairy like a garment. Now we know today that the so-called white man be hairy all over. I'm talking about back of arms hairy, back of the back hairy, legs just got tons of hair like a caveman or like Bigfoot or something, just hairy all over, like a Furby or something like that, right? So it says, and they called his name Esau. So we know who Esau is, the red man, the hairy man. It describes it right here. First came out all red, all over like a hairy garment. Boom, that's two factors of Esau. He's a red man and he's hairy. And what do we know about the so-called white man today? He's hairy and he's red all over. Like once it get cold outside, what happened? Their joints turn red for no. I'm talking about not just, you know how our nose or some turn red, or our cheekbones will turn red. That's about it, right? Our cheekbones or nose will turn red when it's cold. But when it's but Esau, they red in the summertime. Like it don't even be hot. It don't even be cold outside. They red, you know. When they get angry, I know y'all seen them cartoons. When the cartoon be getting angry, it be steam coming out their ears and nose and stuff, and then they turn red. That's Esau right there. Esau don't need no weather change to be red. He automatically gonna be red. He don't need no extra hair growth. He's gonna be hairy. It's crazy. But let's move on though. Verse 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel. Meaning, he said, hold on, you know how you fighting somebody like all the way to the end. Then that man try to turn around and walk away. Jacob said, you ain't going nowhere, and grabbed his heel like, I'm coming out too. You crazy? You think you finna leave me in here? We got unfinished business, cuz. Unfinished business. Crazy, man. Unfinished business. It said, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel for that unfinished business you left back in the womb back there. You got unfinished business. And his name was called Jacob. Now stop right there. Notice how it didn't describe Jacob. It didn't say he was hairy all over, or he was, you know what I'm saying, red, but that's because he looked like everybody else. He looked like he had the complexion of his mom or father. He looked like everybody else that was there, that was present. Esau, the one that they had to describe because he was different. He looked different. He's a different nation. You know what I'm saying? So they had to describe this one. But they didn't have to describe this one because this one is the one that looks normal. Esau, red and hairy. You know what I'm talking about? Let's move on. Right? So it says, his name was called Jacob. Now, I just wanted to get that. Wait. Yeah, okay, we can stop right there. But I just wanted to get that to show y'all who Jacob and Esau was. They was both twins. They came from the same womb, but they were separated and two manner of people. A separate people and two different manner of people. Now, Jacob was normal. He looked like his mother and father, you know, same complexion, same, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But Esau, red and hairy, all this and that, you know what I mean? Let's skip down to 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. Now, remember I said earlier that we was the best of the best of the best in everything except one thing, except hunting. Because Esau was better at hunting than Jacob. You know, Esau is like, he likes to go hunt things, kill things, pillage, you know, kill one of everything on the whole earth. That's what Esau do, you know. And you can tell by that to this day. If you ever know like an archaeologist dude or like a artifact collecting dude, he got all kind of lion heads, gazelle heads, zebra heads, elephant tusks all around his office. That's because that's everything that he's killed in his career of what they call it, archaeologists. I don't know what they call it because I'm not a killer, but that's all the collective things that he's killed and he's taken back home to get gutted and put on his wall as a trophy. That's what Esau do. Esau hunts and kills and brings back as a trophy. You know what I'm saying? It says he was a cunning hunter. 27, cunning hunter, a man of the field. Now, I know Chicago, man, made it to be, I'm in the field and all this and that. You ain't in the field like Esau. I bet you ain't. What y'all do is child's play compared to what Esau do. Esau really in the field, like field bound. This man he invented being in the field. If you would, he invented that. You know what I'm saying? Taking people out, taking people out, taking animals out, you know. What else? He looking for something else to this day. He up in the stars searching for something to take out. You know what I'm saying? He never stopped being a cunning hunter. And that's something that y'all need to watch out for. Esau is always a cunning hunter, whether it be in the office, anywhere they are, anywhere they at, they looking to take somebody out. They looking to take that position. They looking to, you know what I'm saying, at the detriment of you too. So you better watch out for these people named Esau, which is the so-called white man, which is the devil that the Bible speaks of. But it says he was a cunning hunter and a man in the field. But Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents, meaning Jacob, that's us, you know what I'm saying? Judites. This man was, you know, laid back, cooking soups, you know what I'm saying? Healing properties, medicine. This man had everything that can help heal and multiply a nation, that can supply a nation. While Esau out here doing all the killing and pillaging and, you know what I'm saying, seeing what else he can dig up to defile. You know what I'm saying? This is biblical, man. But I probably got off the topic a little bit, you know, but I just have to give y'all an idea on who Esau and Jacob was. Now let's go back to Romans chapter 9 and verse 13. And I told y'all to hold that, so y'all should have it, but I'm just gonna take a quick drink real fast. And I don't know why my voice like this. I'm taking a drink. So the book of Romans chapter 9:13. As it is written, Esau have I loved, the man that dwells in tents, the plain man, the man who makes soups, the man who, you know, carves leather, the man who makes garments, the man that's handy, you know, building tents, making food, natural foods, you know what I'm saying, oil, salads, everything that you can use, you know, to be righteous, to not doing everything to not be a hunter. That's why I said back in Genesis, two manner of people. You see that? You see how I said two manner of people? One dwelled in tents, a plain man. One dwelled in the field, a hunter, a killer. I didn't make this up, man. This was the Bible say. And then, so right here, Romans 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Now, this is the part. This is the part right here where the Christians, the Baptists, the Jehovah's Witness, I wouldn't say that. God don't hate nobody, but it just said that. It just said that. God does not hate. He does not hate. How dare he hate? Now let's read on and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Verse 14. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? That's what you're saying. That's what y'all Christian churches, that's what y'all saying out here, that God is unrighteous? Is that what y'all saying? Christian church, Jehovah's Witness, Baptist, Purple Gang. I don't care if they do the same thing. Y'all part of the Christian church too. I ain't going. It's unrighteousness with, that's something that they will say. God won't do that. If he do, he's not God. But in very next verses say, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid. Verse 15. Now this is a major artery. This is an artery cut right here. This is a you bleed out. Now the people in Liquid Diggy, they don't bleed out, but over here, you gonna bleed out. Verse 15. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy. Meaning, he gonna have mercy on who he want to, man. He gonna spare who he want to. He gonna to God, not you, not church, not Baptists, evangelists, all y'all apostles, pistols, and pastors. It's not up to y'all, man. And if y'all teach anything other than this, y'all are unrighteous. You know what I'm saying? This is what the Bible say. I'm not tweaking nothing. Nothing gets tweaked here. For he saith, this verse 15, by the way. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. Meaning he doing what he want. You don't got no say so. He gonna have compassion who he have compassion for, man. He gonna, you know what I'm saying, be merciful to who he want to be merciful to. Now, I was reading that. Let me get this. I was reading that to show you that. Oh, I was reading that for a reason, though. For a reason. The reason being is I wanted to show you why. Why? So that might be the next question. Well, why does he hate Esau? Well, why? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you got your interracial relationships with that's against the Bible. You should get out now. Like the movie Get Out. You got to get out. Get out. Just leave. No, wait, Salakia. If that's your wife, you can't just leave her. Salakia. That's your dog. In the words of Cap and all the captains around the world, that's your dog, and you have to keep her. Or if you an Israelite sister with a heathen brother, that's your dog. You have to keep him. Salakia. You know, but yeah, y'all might be. I mean, I know we ain't asking why, because we don't ask no questions like that. But y'all out there might be asking, well, why? Why does the Lord hate Esau? Why? And that's gonna bring us to Obadiah. Let's go to Obadiah. So I'm gonna hold this just in case we gotta come back to that. Obadiah, man. Chapter 1 and verse 10. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 10. Y'all in the KJVs on page 1000. Oh, Salakia, chapter 1, verse 10. Salakia. We're going to start at verse 9. This is why the Lord hates Esau, man. This is not, you know what I'm saying? The hunting that he did of the field, no. The financial coin he got. What else? The place. No. Us as Jacob, we'd like to stay nice and small. We may feel comfortable on the 10th floor, maybe. High as it gets. Once you start getting up to 20th and 30th and 40th floor, oh no, we're not standing up there. We seen what happened to the tower, see. Well, me personally, I'm not staying up there. If we ever go to a hotel, this is a PSA. If we ever go to a hotel that got 140 floors or some stuff in my room on the 70th floor, I'm gonna need my refund. I'm gonna need if I can't get no room on shit for Slocky for the language. If I can't get my room on floor 15 or lower, or I even take 15 or 20 up in them ranges from 1 to 20. If I can't get my room up in there, I don't want it, brother. Slocky. We're gonna have to go to another hotel. Because I don't do that high rise stuff. And then you want me to sleep up there. So whatever happens at night, what if another tower hit? Boom. Another plane hit? Boom. I'm just up there, huh? No, I'm good, B. I'd rather be low to the earth. Like Paul Wall says, Salaki. I'm crawling similar to an ant because I'm low to the earth. But yeah, I was just waiting for y'all to get there. Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 9. We're going to start at verse 9. Okay. We're going to start at verse 9. Yeah. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 9. Slakia, chapter 1 and verse 9. And the mighty men, O to men, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Now that is self-explanatory. Dismayed. You're gonna look up the definition of dismayed. You ever been swallowed? You're gonna look up the definition of dismayed. Okay, this is the definition of dismay. Wait, dismayed? Dismayed? What was the same thing again? It says dismayed, past participle, dismayed, cause someone to feel consternation and distress. And then they use it as a sentence. They were dismayed by the U-turn in policy. So it says, cause someone to feel consternation and distress. Salakia. To say cause some distress, because I don't know what consternation is. Salakia. So it says, verse 9, read that again. And the mighty men, O to men, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mounts of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Now it says everyone. Now we know in this Bible it says they're going to cling to us, obviously cling to us for look to us to help save them when they ain't help save us, But it says every one of the mounts of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Now, we know the definition of slaughter is to kill, unalive. You know what I'm saying? Totally annihilate, take them out, turn their TV off. What else? Take them out. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, you know. It should be cut off by slaughter. By slaughter. Ain't no way around the words cut off by slaughter. What else could it be? Exactly. You really don't, it breaks itself down. You really don't have to break this down. Okay. Verse 10. Now, this is why. This verse 10 is why they will be dismayed and cut off by slaughter. This verse 10 is why, and I'm going to read. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. I'm going to read that again. They shall be cut off by slaughter. Why? For thy violence against thy brother Jacob. Shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off. This is a very heavy, powerful. It's like a the executioner, right? It's one of those scriptures right here, because everybody think, and when I say everybody outside the UPK, like the Christian Church, the Baptist Church, Evangelist, Apostle, Jehovah's Witness, media, CNN, Channel 4, TJ Maxx. I mean, I said TJ Maxx, TMJ4, Fox 6, Channel 12, UPN. Fuck it, it's like BT, VH1. Everybody thinks we a hate group because we say the white man is the devil that the Bible speak of. But the Lord hates the white man. We just read that in Romans 9 and 13. Then we elaborated on who Jacob and Esau was in Genesis chapter 25 and verse 24. Right around that area. We seen who they was. We seen what they do. Now in Obadiah, this is many scriptures ahead in Obadiah. But Obadiah it says, now this is before Romans. It told us this before it got to Romans. You know, it said, in verse 9 again, we're gonna read these two again because these two verses are so heavy, because people often think that we hate the white man because he the financial things he got, the skin color, the what else, the positions he gets and he's in, the way he runs the world, the just etc. Like dude saying Split, you try to leave etc. you try to leave etc. Yeah, etc. He does many things, etc. You think that's the end? No, it's etc. It's more. He does more than you even think to keep us down in these chains. And he knows that his time is almost up. The signs are here. You hear wars, rumors of wars. You see blood moons, red moons, different color moons, eclipses. These are signs that we ain't tripping off, but those are the signs that we know that the Lord is coming back. And when he comes back, what he's gonna do. So what's that say up there? Okay. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 9. And the mighty men, old to men, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mounts of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. The Lord is going to cut them off by slaughter. They ain't just going to give it up. They ain't just going to give you know, that's why they got all kind of missiles and nuclear bombs and weapons and mass destruction and things of that nature. That's because what it's going to take is the Lord to come show them that all that stuff means nothing to the Lord, man. You know, like Bruce Almighty, he can clear that stuff up in 5 minutes if he wanted to, low key. So, like, yeah. But it's funny to me that Esau building these little underground bunkers, building all these little escape plans and all these other conspiracy things, and because he think he's going to escape the judgment of the Lord, but you can never escape the judgment. He gonna send a nigga like me. He gonna send, you know, niggas like us. I don't want to say nigga like me personally. He gonna send niggas like us to go in, infiltrate, find where these places at, give us these extra equipment that we need. You know, I look at it as he gonna turn us. Y'all know the movie The Predator. He gonna give us these excellent helmets, these excellent armor, excellent just top of the line things to go hunt y'all down. Because why? We finna read verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Overboard in slavery, even before slavery, overboard. And it never stopped to this day. Y'all overcharging us for food. Let's start there. We can start right at the food. Y'all overcharging us for the food. We paying for things that we shouldn't have to pay for, like traveling, the road. We got road tolls. That's doing overboard. That's violence against us. Well, other people may not look at it as violence against us, but it is. You know, tolls, the road. What else? The police unaliving us. Everything don't get put on footage. Everything, all the body cams ain't on at all times, so it ain't no telling how many unaccounted bodies are out there because of the police, the violence against us once again. So it's that. So like the agenda's being pushed to keep us down, whether it be the elemental peace stuff, the homosexuality, the lesbianism pushed to our kids, stopping our generations. That's violence against us. Abortions, like freely in our neighborhoods. I remember one video they had Esau woman at a predominantly black high school. I think she was giving out Plan Bs or giving out information to abortion clinics or something at a predominantly black high school, bro. This is a high school, grown woman out there giving away pills to kill our future generations, man. You can't tell me that ain't violence against thy brother Jacob. You cannot tell me that. That's another one. The propaganda, the influence, the negative influence. The violence he makes us do towards each other for the dollar bill. That's a big one in today's society. Like today, in today's society, did I say society? Because this society sucks. No, society is like, yeah. Some of us in the world, and I want to say us, some of our 12 tribes of Israel, us in the world, we'll do anything for just to be a thousandaire, a millionaire, a quadrillionaire. It could be putting our people down, leading our people down the wrong path, a devilish path, a satanic path, you know. a sexual deviant path, like for a piece of paper, man. That's crazy. I can't wait to the day that money means nothing and we back to that barter system. All them famous people that be bragging and showing money phones and doing the money thing down their arm and stunned like I got this, I got that. All that ain't gonna matter in the future, bro. It's what can you do? What can you do? What can you do physically? A lot of people gonna be pushed over to the wayside, man. They'll say, "Well, I got this paper, man. We don't want no paper. Can't buy nothing with no paper, cuz." We need metals. We need uh gardening, um auto mechanics, things like that, things of that nature, electrical work, what else? Fishing, hunting, stuff like that, where we can buy and trade stuff. Like I got all this fish, you got that linen, okay, let's trade for this. Boom, 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 make that transaction, we gone. You just gonna come with some money. No, we don't need that, bro. It's no good over here. You're gonna need to be doing something other than shaking your tail, other than flooding the community with drugs, flooding the community with a lot of nonsense that get you high for a second or two. And my people, we get so high, our tolerance be so high. We need 2 or 3 of those little twigs to make us feel better. When I say put that shit, slack it. When I say put it down completely, because once you get hooked on that, you know who benefits? The drug dealer. The drug dealer take all the cheddar and go buy him a 2025 Escalade on dubs off your cheddar that you were spending with him. When you could have been putting that to a whole nother positive thing, or even saving it. You don't have to spin it off top. That's something that I had to learn. And that's something that you got to learn if you want to come out of this captivity, man. Everything that's basically being plastered on your TV screen, on your cell phone, your tablet, on the internet, these apps, if it ain't truthful, if it ain't informational, it's there to bring you down. And you should refrain from that, man. Come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Lord gave to us only. When I say us, I mean the 12 tribes of Israel, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, so-called. Because that's how we gonna fix ourselves. Because what else? What can they do if we off the drugs? What can they do if we all come together and start our own community or farm? I'm pretty sure we get enough like-minded automotive people together, we can reinvent that engine that run on water. That's a conspiracy. I want y'all to look into that. The mass shooting in Buffalo, the security guard, he invented the engine that runs on water. Now, I don't know if y'all know me, but y'all ain't seen me in a while. I'm the conspiracy dude, I think the conspiracy of that was just to take him out. The dude that shot up that grocery store, he really came to take him out. And all them other people was just casualties because they was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But he was the primary target because guess what? If he would have got that invention off the ground, the engine that runs on water, you know how many gas stations would have been out of business? Well, not the gas station itself wouldn't have been out of business, but the place, the part where you get the gas from, that would, because it's an endless supply of water. You don't have to pay for water, especially going into an engine. The water don't have to be clean, or I don't know, but if you have to clean, it's easy to clean water. Imagine if that man that invented that engine Oh, gas would have went out the door. Cars wouldn't have been blowing up no more. That quadrillion-dollar business of getting gas is over with. It's over with. You know what I mean? And I think that was, I had to hit y'all on one of the conspiracy because I'm the conspiracist. Is that a word? Conspiracist? I think that's like a category for, but that's the conspiracy, man. If it is, but y'all look that up. The security guard in the Buffalo shooting, it happened maybe a year or two ago. A couple of other people invented the engine that runs on water, but guess what happened to them too? They out of here because, like I said, it can cost these people that's in power $1 quadrillion. Because why? Well, we know every year what the gas prices do. It go up and down, up and down, up and down. It go down, we happy. Oh, the gas is cheap. It go up, we depressed. Oh, the gas costs too much. So they really controlling our emotions and our pockets with this gas. And I'm pretty sure if we all come together, because I know some people that work on cars. When they work on cars, get your car fixed, they know almost everything about cars. Change your oil, change your tire, change your carburetor, change. They good at that. I'm pretty sure if we got all of them together, in like a warehouse or something, bought them their own separate warehouse to just try to invent that again, that definitely would be something that they would invent, because that's something that we need. That's something we can't go wrong with that. And who would it be hurting at the end of the day? Esau, the people in power, which is mainly Esau. And some of the other nations who want to keep us down, who hate our guts behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? They don't want us to invent these things that help us. They want to keep us down by charging us money, by keeping us depressed, rent going up. Everything just went up for no reason at all. Why did this go up? And then they print the money, so how are they in debt? Don't the US print the US dollars? How are they in debt around here? That's another conspiracy. See, I'll be hitting y'all with some. Y'all gotta check them joints out, man, for sure. You know what I'm saying? But that's a true statement, though. If we invent these, if we cut these dollars, if we make these dollars, that made me think of that movie, Mad Money, with Queen Latifah and them other two chicks. Want to mention them, but when Queen Latifah, Mad Money, they were just burning the old money. She was like, "Oh, I'm taking this money." And that's true. Like, why is y'all burning the money? Why is the value of $1 going down? It should be at the same. It should be at the same, unless they want to keep us down. Unless, what I'm saying, they want to overcharge us for stuff. Unless, what I'm saying, they want us to struggle in the hood all the time, or stay in the hood, making barely enough money to make ends meet and not to set ourselves up for success. You know what I'm saying? It's all Esau's doing. And the violence against Jacob is why the Lord hates Esau. Because we the apple of his eye. We the people that he is coming back to save. And how is he coming to save it? By cutting Esau off, by slaughter. That's what has to happen to have to be eradicated. You know what I mean? And with that, this is the ISUPK coming out of 1 West Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. I am Oslaki. We are not affiliated with no other Israelite groups at all. Don't put us in that light as them, because we the truth and they not the truth. If we the truth, there's only one thing you can be, and that's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? We is not the same. We might be all Israelites, but we is not the same. We teach the truth, they teach the spoof. The bull. You know what I'm talking about? So I am Officer Kananya, man, coming at you on this fine Wednesday night saying Shalom, Israel. It's a little short.